Micah 4:6-8. In that day, and this is God speaking through the prophet, in that day of hope, I will gather the lame, bring them together, all those who have been driven away, those whom I have injured. This implies God allows people to be hurt, that he breaks people, not the fact that God does wrong to people, but more allows them to face the consequences they put in their own life. The day of hope, the day he is. This could be seen as his first coming, but truly it's any time he's here. So for us, this is him coming into our life, our day of hope, when he heals us of our sins and changes our life forever. His returning, his coming back. I think anytime Christ is involved, the Lord's involved, it's a day of hope. From those who were lame, I will create a remnant. Now, I think this is talking about the spiritually lame, those that were broken down because of them following God, not because the remnant implies the fact that what's left is going to be devoted. So I think this could imply the lame being here, Israel being in their broken state, and he's saying, I'm going to provide a remnant from them that's going to come and be devoted to me. We as the church are the remnant, because the rest of the world rejects him for who he is, whether they want to admit it or not, whether they say it or not. Sometimes they claim they believe God, but if they reject Christ, they reject God. And from those who were cast off, I will create a strong nation. Now, this was seen as the Messiah coming to recreate Israel, to bring them to their glory, set up the kingdom, and Christ will set up his kingdom when he returns. But he already started setting it up by the hands of the church. By the church. The church is his new nation, his new kingdom. Do we think we're really going to limit God to having a kingdom just here on earth? No! That's nonsense. When the Lord will reign over the mountain of Zion, which refers to Jerusalem, which refers to the Temple Mount, now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. Which means, regardless of what's on that Temple Mount, place of God. It's still holy. You may have that mosque up there, but it don't really matter. And I'm not saying we should go in the mosque because it's a place of God. Far be it. No, we should not. But God knows what's going to happen. And his glory transcends what's here on earth now to what will be here one day. And to you, the tower of the flock at the hill of daughter Zion, again a reference to Jerusalem, talking about the sheep of Jerusalem, which is the Israelites. Your former authority will return to you, the royal authority of the daughters of Jerusalem, which means they're going to have their authority set up again. The priesthood would return. They would be king. They would return in Israel. There would be people in charge. Kingship never really got set up again, but there was leadership there for a little while back in Israel again. Because later Herod, he wasn't an Israelite, so it was things set up in Israel, but it wasn't Jewish. But one day God's going to set up, Jesus is going to set up his throne. And it's just going to take care of all of it.